Vamos lá, ó. Até na tela errada, ó. Comecei na tela errada. Última tentativa, né? Vamos tentar. Aparentemente é um problema no YouTube. É na ponta do YouTube. Eu testei no Twitch. O Twitch tá rodando lisinho, sem problema nenhum. YouTube, ele começou a travar antes mesmo de eu abrir a live, de eu mudar de tela. Só nessa inicialização ele travou 3 vezes. E não faço ideia do que é. Aparentemente outras pessoas também estão passando esse problema. Acho que é alguma atualização de interface que não está funcionando bem. Eu fiz aqui, eu reduzi um pouco o bitrate. Não mudou a mesma coisa, então deixei no bitrate normal de 16.000 para continuar com o Quad HD. E por enquanto tá indo. Por enquanto tá fluindo. Então vamos tentar, vamos fazer uma tentativa aqui. Se não der certo, a gente stop e deixa para outro dia, até ver o que eu posso fazer para resolver essa situação, né? Porque se a plataforma não deixar eu fazer o negócio, não tem como eu fazer o negócio, né? Então vamos lá, deixa eu abrir o Final Fantasy aqui e vamos ver o que vai acontecer. Abrindo o Dr. Final Fantasy. E aí quando isso acontece, muitas vezes eu acho que é na minha ponta, sabe? Que é aqui que a parada tá rolando. Só que nem é. Final Fantasy também tem essa loucura. Pelo menos uma vez quando eu abro ele decide abrir no outro monitor porque foda-se. Simplesmente ele fala, quer saber? Eu quero ficar no monitor, no outro monitor, monitor da direita. Não gosto da esquerda não. Vai entender, né? Então vamos lá, aparentemente tá tudo no esquema, tá fluindo. Então a gente vai começar sem mais delongas nossa aventura aqui com o menino Clive, né? Que eu quero ver se a gente consegue encontrar o Titan e moar o Titan de porrada ainda hoje, né? Vamos ver, não faço ideia, né? De onde a gente vai parar nessa história. Então vamos lá, aparentemente agora tá rolando. Então vamos começar essa brincadeira. Vou mudar minha tela pra cá, que aí fica bom. Deixa eu fazer aqui pra gente não correr nenhum risco. Eu vou copiar, vou transferir o chat aqui pro OBS. Deixa eu só abrir minha aba aqui do chat. Abrir o chat aqui, custom. E aí eu vou fechar aqui meu navegador para depois não falar que tipo, porra, ó, o navegador aí tá te ajudando a te fuder. Então vou deixar aqui só pra gente ter pra eu ter uma noção também de como é que tá frame rate, temperatura, essas coisas. E a gente começa. Que custa, hein? 1 hora depois. Mas o que importa é que vai começar. O que importa é que a gente vai dar o gás aqui, né? Deixa eu testar, deixa eu ouvir o áudio pra ver se tá tudo no esquema, se tá tudo bonitinho, né? Agora. Aí, ó, agora a notificação veio. Antes não tava vindo nem notificação. Então, aparentemente era um problema. É um problema do YouTube, né? Porque esse problema não foi corrigido, não. Eu ainda tô com medo. Vamos lá. Tá bom. E aí, e isso é uma coisa que vem acontecendo, que tem acontecido recentemente. Você pode ver que na última live de... Na última não. Na última foi ontem, né? Mas a penúltima live de Bloodstained chega na metade da live ele começa a dar esse problema. Começa a dar esses glitchzinhos, essas travadinhas, micro travadas. Que eu não sei por que ele trava desse jeito. Vai entender. Então, enfim, aparentemente está tudo em ordem, está tudo no esquema. Vamos começar essa brincadeira. Tá, o que a gente ia fazer mesmo é... Deixa eu ver. Deixa eu relembrar aqui no mapa aqui. Tá, a gente tá no esconderijo, a gente tem que falar com o Otto, né? Mas tem mais coisas pra fazer no esconderijo, tenho certeza. Ah, não? Tem que falar com o Harpócrates de novo. Ah, tem uma sidequest aqui. Então, beleza. Vamos sair. Falar com o Harpócrates. Passar aqui com a Vivian. E a gente pega a sidequest no caminho.
Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her.
First he wrecked our home. Now he's wrecking yours. But he's not going to get away with it this time.
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today.
Ok. Ordem Sagrada dos Escudos Penas Pretas. Nome oficial da Ordem de Cavaleiros estabelecida na província imperial de Rosaria, que persegue e se livra dos portadores e daqueles que os protegem. São conhecidos popularmente como escudos pretos devido à cor da sua armadura, aparentemente escolhida para diferenciar essa nova ordem de elite dos Cavaleiros Dragão de armadura prata. Ao contrário dos heróicos dragões, no entanto, eles são temidos e detestados em toda a província imperial. Tem mais coisa? Ah, é aqui. Craiglost, capital de Haeram, ou Reino de Ferro, localizada na ilha férrea do Mar Fervente, a centenas de léguas da costa ocidental de Rosaria. Seu nome significa rocha chamuscada na língua haeranesa. Olho do Draco. Cristal Mater que ficava nos desertos congelados do norte da tormenta, terras agora perdidas para a praga. Logo depois que o Mater caiu pela primeira vez, as tribos do norte, em uma tentativa de desespero, marcharam para o sul em direção a Rosaria, com a dominante de Shiva à sua frente. Uma terrível batalha se seguiu, na qual o fogo foi lançado contra o gelo, mas eventualmente a Fênix e os exércitos ducais conseguiram repelir os invasores, ao menos por um tempo.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Depois a gente volta e conversa mais, viu?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Então tá, moça, vou lá pegar tecido.
They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no clothes.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Gov gave you the news then?
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Delmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now, where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rosfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka,
Or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out. You
Casinha.
said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde then? Is the city safe? Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmekian fleet floated by without incident. But not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buett Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way, and so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
E... Mas primeiro vamos fazer a quest aqui, né?
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Look at this.
Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker? Or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Boklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe?
Be safe, tipo... Falou? Opa, o que a gente não fez hoje? Carinho no Torgal. Tem que fazer.
You're right, boy.
Sem fazer carinho no Torgal, a gente não tem uma boa campanha. Isso é fato. Tem um lugar mais perto? Tem um obelisco, não? Tem. Tem que eu não preciso ir correndo até lá.
That damn bird's a menace.
She knew nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Boklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
Oi! Killer!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act. Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
Apertei errado, maluco. Tomei esse aí de graça. De graça.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
O único guarda-costas possível, meu. Clive Rosfield.
So, you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
O tchauzinho dele é muito bom, cara.
I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
That's that done then. Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Linho preto bordado, seda branca continental, veludo vermelho luxuoso, hein? Caralho, hein? Clive de veludo é sinistro. Linho preto bordado também é bonito, hein? Vermelhão, Ifrit, né?
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh. Sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dress.
Mil. Vamos ver se dá pra fazer alguma coisa. Dá? Não? Vou aprimorar esse contra-ataque aqui. Dominado. Então, agora vamos... Mais alguma coisa. Ó, tava deixando o negócio passar no quintal ali, hein? Vamos lá. E depois o que vai acontecer? A gente vai ficar um bom tempo lá em Rosalief, saindo na porrada com o Hugo. Então deixa eu resolver tudo que tá pendente aqui dentro de uma vez.
Take care, Clive. Hugo Cookers.
E aí a gente fica liberado.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
Tell me of these Morganbeards, then.
But of course. If my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Repouso da Marta. Será que tá naquele matagal perto do pântano? Não, tá perto da abadia. Ah não, aqui só tem as bobinas.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ali só tem as bobinas.
All right, Sid.
Acabou. Esse esquema é muito maneiro, velho. Pra bicho pequeno assim. Ou mob, né? Vários inimigos de uma vez, você larga lá. Bicho.
Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards.
Caraca, o Clive nunca deu tanto bicudo em Goblin, igual agora.
Size of a goblin's eye. This goblin. Certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers, though. Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, look. There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblin.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
Repelente, será? Será que eu vou ganhar um repelentezinho maroto?
And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Olha aí. Extrato de barba morga. Necessário para aumentar a potência dos itens consumíveis. Bom. Bom também. Potência dos consumíveis aprimorada. Potência da poção. Você obteve um frasco de extrato de barba morga que aumentará a potência da maioria dos itens consumíveis. Poções e super poções agora restauram mais pontos de vida. Tônicos robustos, litoderme e coração de leão duram mais. Muito bom. Fico deveras satisfeito. E agora a gente vai cair na porrada. Deixa eu salvar, né? Porque, sei lá, eu tô... Seguro morreu de velho. Pronto, agora a gente pode ir pra aventura. Ó, tá torando.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Nunca duvide da determinação de um corno apaixonado, rapaz. Olha aí.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Garotão aí, véi. Olha o bom garoto. Pena capital. Começou. Posso? Hoje a gente tá muito focado. Só um carinhozinho. Deixa, Thor. Faz comigo, não. Então tá bom.
This isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
Clive, we can get through here.
Proteção. Alguns oponentes lançaram feitiços de proteção para criar uma barreira defensiva ao redor de aliados e defendê-los de ataques corpo a corpo. Ao mirar em alvos protegidos, identificados com um ícone acima da cabeça, evite usar a espada e utilize magia para dissipar a barreira de forma rápida e eficiente.
There's only one fitting punishment.
Magia de atropelamento conta como magia, né? E subimos de nível. Tem mais.
I yield!
O cara tá engajado.
Look what we have here.
Gentlemen!
Que dó. E aí, galera, segura.
This one.
Cut them down! With me, men! For the Emperor!
Out of our way. Fire and flame.
Ah, desgraçado.
Come on, take him!
Ó.
This one. Too slow.
Isso foi muito satisfatório, isso foi muito bom, cara. Ver se tem alguma coisa aqui, né? Só uma olhadinha, coisa rápida. Aqui tem um bolzão aqui, grosso. Aqui. Baú aqui, tem baú.
Get out of my city, or die!
We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
Desígnio do relâmpago. Nem precisou. Bugou.
Set her loose!
Ô louco.
They have a curl.
Curl.
Attack!
Ready?
What do you think?
Nice try.
This one. Over here! It's building up to something.
We need to stop it. Whatever it takes.
All yours, Cormac.
Nice try.
It's down.
Then let's make this count.
Kill!
Take this.
Get him.
This one. Nice try.
Deitamos. Deitamos ela de porrada. Boa. Vibrícia de Crawl. Crawl.
Jill!
We meet at last, Sid. Or should I say, Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kuka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Bastard.
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
Ah, não. O Cláudio não ia deixar isso, não. Jogar a espada no chão.
Now, on to the festivities.
Cara, é o tamanho da mão do Hugo, velho. Isso, boa, garoto. É o melhor personagem do jogo. Tá disparado. Disparado.
That's just great, that is. I suppose it's up to me then.
Meu irmão, nosso stealth, nosso courrier sempre fazendo milagre, né? Ó, carrascão.
Where do you want me?
You! Bring the prisoner!
Yeah, that's no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine.
Lord Kupka commands your presence. You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
Ah, vai, bobo. Gavzinho é o bicho. Só no stealth.
Gav. Shh.
Crystal fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know. Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit. We have to hurry.
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle, but the place is still swarming with Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh? Nearly forgot.
Porra, o Gav é forte, meu irmão. Tranquilidade que ele jogou a espada. Ah.
Hold on, Jill. I'm coming.
Olha aí. Que obra de arte. Uma chapa de madeira. Madeira não, ferro, né? Mitrio? Essa porra deve ser, né? Bora. Partiu salvar a Jill. Hurry! Mas sempre olhando se tem um baúzinho por aqui. Recuperei minha vida toda.
Don't you let her die.
Pra cá.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Olha isso, cara. MVP, é o MVP da partida. Olha isso! Cadê? Torgo em modo de combate. Puta que pariu.
Jill, can you stand?
Come, Lord Rosfield. Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes. Perhaps it is time we served the main repast. I trust you are hungry!
Need this?
Much obliged.
Stay close. We're getting out of here. And Toggle, thank you.
Sim, meu irmão, agradece mesmo.
Later, everyone. With me. That includes you, Toggle. Too slow.
still fight?
I can try.
Over here! Nice try. Nice try.
Still breathing, are you?
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be ours.
Pode vir.
I thought bad news always came in threes.
Let them come. Now, Torgo! Get him.
Nossa.
I needed that. Nice try. Nice try.
Fiquei jogando purpurina na cara dos outros aí e falei assim, ó, toma aí. Cara, cheio de graça.
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead. So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on. If they come again, we'll hold them back.
Ó, cachorro bonito,
right.
velho.
But be careful.
Olha que cachorro lindo. Ah, latido valente. Sinistro. Vambora. Chegou a hora.
I promise you, Sid. He'll die by my hand.
You're late. Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler, an army, even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
No!
Porra!
Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body. If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
It was you.
Querido.
You killed her.
I did.
Vai explodir o castelo, fudeu.
Then I am fortunate indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge. We shared a dream! I would be the king of the world! She would be my queen! And together, we would rule like the gods we are! But you crushed that dream, ground it into dust! Hear me, Rosfield! You will pay for what you've done. I'll tear you apart with my bare hands!
And what of you? How many people have you killed? How many dreams have you crushed? You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. You'll get no pity from me, Kupka. No pity. And no mercy. Now die! This time, you learned what becomes of those who dare to cross me. Cross? I'll kill you! Nice try.
hatred for you is unending. Unyielding. Let this palace be your grave!
What? Oh, shit.
The world has chosen. I am in my element. There's no escape.
What? What?
The earth will always be my domain.
Carai. Whoa. Whoa.
Just like your forefathers. Your journey ends here!
Capotei. Capotei o Hugo. Porra. Vacilão, subi de nível, boa. Nível 30. Lasca de cristal da terra. Vai aí, ô homem bijuteria. Swing. Corte rápido. Faca é Tramontina. Errado, ele não tá nesse ponto. Que a mãe do Clive, né? Vamos combinar, né? Pronto.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
Rapaz. O toco ainda é forte, bicho.
I'll fucking kill you.
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Wait!
Another time, Mythos.
Última. Meu irmão, tranquilidade. Um soquinho levantou o cara e levou embora. É isso. É isso.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, load of scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
Logo, na verdade, respondeu assim, sou foda.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So was I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kukra away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do we do?
We go back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. All right. It'll give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Talia.
I will. Thank you.
Raios súbitos. O poder da Terra. Clive adquiriu uma porção da essência do Eikon Titan. Incorporar a Titan não apenas muda o aspecto elemental dos feitiços dos ataques mágicos de Clive, como também dá acesso a diversas habilidades icônicas, como Punho Colossal, um golpe único que fica mais potente quando carregado. Beleza. Agora a gente pode trocar. Deixa eu deixar o Titan aqui. Punho Colossal. Dano altíssimo. Aí tá incorporado. O que nós temos aqui para ele? Esse é o Punho Colossal. Cataclismo. Punhos Furiosos. E Fúria Terrosa. Pode ser uma boa, hein? Esse aqui é single target. Mais pra Vamos pegar esse aqui. Equipamentos e Eikons. Maravilha. Então, o que que eu vou usar? Ramu é bom, hein? Esse aqui é muito bom do Ramu. Como é que tá a situação do Ramu também? Eu tô querendo juntar pra esse aqui, né? Beleza. Então vamos ficar um pouquinho, vamos ficar um tempozinho de Titan pra gente experimentar. Isso. Beleza. O que a gente tem aqui? Fazer aqui no... Ó, tem caçada nova. Tem muita coisa pra olhar. Vamos por partes. O que tem de novo? Boizão. Severium. Morte lamacenta. Caralho, isso é A, hein? Rank A. Norte da Boa Angústia. Pra ver dela. Podemos fazer umas caçadas, hein? Uma boa.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Próxima liberação só 205. Vou falar com o Otto aqui de uma vez.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Cursebreakers and their other friends in the West, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Jovem apaixonada, que é isso?
When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
Passou a perna.
I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn? Here you are.
Nossa, situação, como é que tá? Dalméquia. Cerco do domínio cristalino. Domínio cristalino pauta Torano. Contra o exército imperial. O esconderijo está aqui no meio. O Aluj foi para Rosária. Junto com os homens da rocha. Do Reino de Ferro. Província Imperial de Rosária. Cerco de Rosalith. Que treta.
Here's the latest information I have.
Ser misterioso. Enjoaliu. Ah, Lorde Comandante. Olha aí, esse foi o cara que carregou o Titan no soco. Olha aí. Rapaz, tem até o Giga Shed aqui. Gerulf. Morto, morto. Ficou cinza porque tá morto. Papai morreu, o comandante morreu. A turma do Clive também tá indo pra vala, né? Quem que é essa? Ah, tá. Atendente do Joshua. Essa aqui, precisa ficar cinza aqui rapidinho, né? Essa aqui tem que ir pra vala mesmo. Curandeira. Ambrosia. É muita gente.
Thus ends today's lesson.
É muita gente, cara. Agora eu vou para Pedra de Areté, mesa do Clive.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her home.
Arcade a gente tem agora. Temos Titan. Podia ter o Torgal transformado, né? Tô com essa skin. Tem nenhuma skin nova, não.
It's all right. See, there's nothing to...
Reencontro. Peço perdão pelo ocorrido em Rosalith. Temo pelo que poderia ter acontecido com você. Temo pelo que poderia ter acontecido caso você, Gav e Torgal não tivessem lutado tão ferozmente. Uma vez mais, você esteve presente quando eu mais precisei e por isso tem minha gratidão eterna. Ver a cidade que um dia chamei de lar ser reduzidas a chamas e cinzas inundou meu coração de tristeza. Mas o tempo de pensar no passado ficou para trás. Precisamos nos concentrar no aqui e no agora. Nossas memórias estarão esperando por nós quando tudo isso acabar. Jill. Se for pensar, Jill passa por uns maus bocados direto, né, bicho? Que loucura. Coitada da menina. É pra cá mesmo, né? Ah, tá.
Here, what's everyone whispering about?
Haven't you heard? Mid's
Come
back.
on, Otto.
We're about to get interested.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Caralho, meu irmão. A menina é frenética e folgada. Nossa, aí tá no 220.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and asked me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot? Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid. 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Ó, tem coisa nova aqui.
And what can I do for you?
Espada de platina. $56? Não, ainda não vale a pena trocar. Essas bobinas são muito caras. Aumenta a quantidade de geração de transcendência em 6. Bom. Aqui é o receber dano, aqui é o causar dano. Carrega ataques mágicos automaticamente e mantém a carga até eles serem lançados.
Finished, are you?
Beleza.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
It's all right.
With a good oil in this, should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
We love Martha like a sister.
But the Empire have dragoons.
And
Ô, camarada. Não, deu a voltona. Burrão.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
This one. Over here, Titan! All yours, Torgal! Go for it! This one.
Deixa eu mudar essas habilidades, porque eu tô com as habilidades erradas nos slots do Garuda e do Ifrit, né? Ignição, que tá certo. Agora tá certinho.
if it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
This shouldn't take long.
Get him!
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Boa, reputação.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Do side quest. Ah, tem side quest na enfermaria. Vou pegar mais distante primeiro, depois eu vou na enfermaria. Enfermaria, ver como é que tá a Jill.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Uma prece por boas viagens. Dizem que são seus homens que deixam as estradas livres de feras e bandidos. Como alguém cujo ganha-pão depende de jornadas seguras de um mercado para o outro, eu e meus chocobos dizemos obrigado. Viajante preocupado. Medalhão do clérigo mais um.
All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
A outra tá ali.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Ninho do dragão, vamos ver. Ninho do dragão fica onde? Vulcão setentrional. Tá, vou olhar no mapa. Mapa local. Prazos reais. Ninho do dragão. Cara luminoso. Vale Norvém. Terra perdida. Tá. Vamos aproveitar e ver se tem alguma caçada por aqui. Rosária, Rosária, Rosária. Não, tudo em Rosária.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Vamos dar uma estudada no mapa. Penhasco do Canto do Falcão. Penhasco do Canto do Falcão. Âmbar. Vale da Chalupa. Arcada de Baum. Aldil. Nenhuma caça por aqui, tá tranquilo. Vou falar com o Gav e sair pra fazer minhas coisinhas, minhas tarefas.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgor. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgor
may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command.
Esse é o nosso garoto.
Was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are!
Caralho,
I've been looking
bonita.
everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Nossa, virei do paraqueta, velho. Torgal é um lobo glacial, sinistro, irado. Algum tempo depois. Oh, ficou bom, hein?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour through a dungeon.
Então vamos atrás desse Gaverdella Rosaria, né? Aqui é o Bosque Sombrio, Lago Leste, Rompido, Gaverdella. A forma mais rápida de chegar vai ser pelo repouso da Marta mesmo. Vamos lá. A gente passou por lá, hein? Não viu ele. Estranho. É pra cá, né? Não, tô indo pro lado contrário. É pra cá. ver dela. Aqui a gente vai explorar todos os cantinhos, né? Porque eu, muito esperto, olhei a localização, mas não olhei o detalhe. Ah lá, ele lá. Pronto, já achamos. Cara, excelente. Ó o boi. Ranking B. Ranking B. 8.200 de recompensa, 20 de renome. Ó, 8 horas.
Can't let that thing roam free so close to the end. Time to take care of my horns. Get him. Nice try. Over here.
Nossa, me amassou, não deu tempo de esquivar. Pode crer, ele vem 2 vezes. Nossa, tem que ficar esperto. Nossa, nossa, nossa! Esquiva. Caralho, meu. Matou no socão. Nossa, quase que eu corri risco. Eu tô sem item. Loucão. Jogo de Minotauro.
Well, locals will sleep easier without him at their gate.
Deus. O que tem ali? Tomara que seja um item, não um ingrediente. É dinheiro. Dinheiro, Brasil. Abriu o mapa mundi. Vamos buscar essas flores. Minotauro é brabo, fi. Quando ele começa aquela sequência ali, se não desviar de tudo, amassado. Igual eu quase fui.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this...
Vambora. Vamos entregar.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
Caraca.
Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers.
Caralho, que sinistro a marca.
Name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other curse breakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do, if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Cid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't.
É isso
Thank
mesmo.
you for
Verdade.
helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Que doideira, a tinta é venenosa, bicho. Agora é aqui.
Slavers don't even bother with Northreach now that all the highborn flits.
Tô dando mole, né? Eu tô correndo, não tô chamando a Brosia.
Ready, go?
Brosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Cid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Cid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Cid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet. They're trying to get into the carriage.
All yours, Torgal.
Caiu.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
O Alento do Fogo, beleza. Agora eu vou comprar uns itens com a Karen só pra fazer a caçada. Vou fazer outra caçada ranking B, deixar ranquear pra depois, um pouquinho mais pra frente. Essa aqui da Morte Lamacenta fica pra próxima. Norte de Boa Angústia, Rosária. Decaídos. Ecoa despertou recentemente. Nas ruínas decaídos nas proximidades, repouso da Marta. Tá. Deixa eu me equipar porque eu tô sem item nenhum.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks. It's just one thing after another around here. Lid's moved into the storeroom.
Vamos ver se o Blackthorn pode fazer alguma coisa pra mim, né?
Back, are ya? Well, thanks for you, dear.
Oh. Aí sim. Rebolo.
No scratches, right?
Cinto de matar Drago, falta ainda esse tal do Electron. Bracelete. Deixa eu ver o que eu tô usando, né? Esse aqui 48, 14. Os dois 48 e 14. Tá. Nova arma equipada 225. A outra que eu tava usando era 195. Upgrade bom.
What do you need? What do you want?
Tá. Enquanto eu não faço essa, vamos dar um up aqui, né? 58, 16, 48, 14, bem melhor, né? Mais 10 de defesa, mais 2 de ponto de
You lost
vida.
you a good while.
Braçadeiras do caçador mais um. Já tô equipado então. 48, 14. Tá. Por que que ele tá me falando que eu vou ficar com desvantagem? Tá errado.
What do you want?
Só quero bracelete. Esse aqui de 52. O ideal seria esse, hein? Fúria terrosa. Eu posso reforçar algum, né? Qualquer coisa fica melhor, né? Posso reforçar o saiote do caçador.
Yeah, that should do you.
Espadas não precisa reforçar nenhuma, porque eu já estou usando uma boa. Ah tá, eu perco 14, mas ganho 4 de defesa. Não compensa, por enquanto. Quero...
Is it business or play?
Tônico robusto, eu tô com ele. Aumenta meu poder de ataque. Vou comprar uma super poção. E 2.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Então agora, inventário. Carrega a barra de transcendência gradualmente por 33 segundos. Vou usar o tônico robusto. Vou adicionar aqui, ó. Que eu posso usar. Então vamos embora pra caçada. A gente tá aqui no Repouso da Marta, que é o norte de Boa Angústia. É pra cá que a gente vai.
Stay sharp. We don't know when those bastards will be back.
Well, we do know one thing. We'll be getting a proper Rosarian welcome.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after you.
O ideal vai ser descer.
Don't we?
After everything she's done for us.
About the price then too.
Eu desço o elevador ou não? Desço o elevador, sim. Então tem que ir para o norte, né? Então vamos à direita.
All right, Sid.
Olha ele ali. Severian.
What the hell is this thing doing out in the ruins? Too slow.
All yours, Torgal. Go, Torgal. This one. Go, Torgal.
Nossa! Boa, boa, boa. Socão. Comprar os itens foi uma boa. Eu ia morrer se eu desse mole. Maravilha. Electron aí, ó. Chegou o item que eu precisava. Olha aí, olha o danado aí. Que maravilha, cara. É isso. Ó. Destino. Destino, Brasil.
Lid's moved into the storeroom.
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next?
Back, are ya? What's that for you, dear?
Aí, ó. Olha isso aqui. Cinto do Mata-Draco.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Eu vou precisar de mais um Electron e uma Escarlatita para fazer isso aqui. Excelente.
Fine.
It's all right. See, there's nothing.
Pedra de Areté. Aqui tem reprise de fase. Modo arcade, temos algo além do Titan, não, né? Esse aqui ainda tá escondido. Arma. Olha, que design maneiro. Mas essa é a arma, essa é a destinada. Beleza, agora eu posso falar com a Vivian.
It's just one thing after another around here. The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Eu vou ficar esperando ali mesmo?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Ó, tu não tá muito confiante nessa visita não, hein?
For your trouble.
Ah, o tio.
It's a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Enquanto isso... Caralho, esse é o Crystal Matter do Sul? Ah, Orla Gêmeas, pode crer. Novo Capitólio Sagrado. Os caras já meteram os castelão, né?
The Dalmekian government sues for
Refulgência.
peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, There would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Caralho, esse imperador tá nem aí, né, velho?
Another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You
Caralho,
disappoint me,
cara.
Dion.
O cara acredita em astrologia, meu Deus, que gado. Aí fudeu. Pode atropelar os três aí que tá de boa.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
É agora que o Joshua traz o Bahamut pro lado da resistência.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks. It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Caralho!
2,000?
O vazio do Gav até falhou agora, filho.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Herja, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
O bom é que ela aposta a vida dos outros, né?
So it was the Waloeders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
O tio empolgadaço, né? Ele quer aventura.
Mid's finished out.
Temos uma side quest aqui, senão a gente já vai pra cima.
A little workshop I hear, with a little.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Simbora.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Olha aí, o tio tá na PT, maluco.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Brose, né?
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Dá aquela olhadinha, ver se tem um baú por aqui, né? Tem.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
O tio do Clive é muito boa vida, velho. Maravilhoso.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Torgo foi contrariado, filho. Foi meio puto. Demônio, já tira essa teba de espadona dele. Põe na mesa, filho. Fala, mede aí.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Would you rather be my squire? Ó, o Joshua tá aí, hein? E a tuberculose do último tá pegando, filho.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Caralho, o tamanho da porta, bicho.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend.
O time é muito bom, cara.
Gladly.
Take it!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Ele fica dando pedrada nos caras, tá ligado? Quem caiu? Tá vivo? Não mais. Não mais. Cor ensanguentado, só isso. Que surra, hein? No capricho.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Caralho, olha a água.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Olha o bichinho que entrou aqui.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Ele não pode contar pro velho ainda não. Senão o tio vai ficar empolgadaço e vai começar a fazer maluquice. Pra ir atrás do Joshua. Irmão, a pontualidade do Torgal é impressionante.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Plates and pots! Bowls and base... Turns!
Ih, os caras ali.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy. Anything I can interest you in? Here you are. My thanks.
Eu tô só com uma poção só. Comprar mais uma aqui.
An excellent choice.
Vida das dúvidas, né? Seguro morreu de velho.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Don't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence...
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Waiting. And what candle?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Como é, amigo? Caralho, é muito bacana, velho, isso. Joga o povo do alto e deixa eles lá, velho. Foca em outra coisa. Vai dar um passeio.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
The most fragrant herbs and
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
A deposit.
The juiciest
Fresh
meat
bread,
from
warm
Breeze.
from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics!
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Let me treat you. I need a drink.
Deixa o tio Byron. Onde esse viado? Oh, já tá no contrabando, tio
Will
Byron.
this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little
Caralho, é muito dinheiro, velho.
What did you
500 mil.
discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Só corre, ignora. Tinha algo ali? Sozinho.
I'll take it from here.
Olha isso, caras têm a tendinha clandestina, velho.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Olha aí.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
Trenzinho.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Ó, o Ti tá com lá longe. Mas... Nice, estamos quase chegando 2.000 de pontos de habilidade para poder fazer aquele upgrade gostoso.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Algum tempo depois...
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. and those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Rosas do Deserto de Lubor.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Essa é bonitinha demais, essas corujinhas. Todas. Olha aí. Ai, bobo, imagina, no meio da noite você acordar e tomar uma encarada dessa.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Missão concluída. Provavelmente tem side quest aqui. Então vou salvar. E isso fica para a próxima, né? Enigma das Areias. Quase 2.000 pra gente fazer a brincadeira gostosa. Ok. É isso, depois de um início turbulento. Funcionou, engrenou direitinho, do jeito que tinha que ser, sem travar, sem dar gargalo. Não tô entendendo o que tá acontecendo com o YouTube, mas tudo bem. No final, entre mortos e feridos, salvaram-se todos, né? Pra quem assistiu até agora, meu muito obrigado pela sua atenção. Considere se inscrever no canal, caso você não seja inscrito. E se você vai assistir isso em algum raio, reconectou. Vamos lá ver aqui. Reconectou. Só porque eu falei bem. É isso. Ultimamente está acontecendo essas coisas. Não pode falar bem que o negócio desanda. Mas enfim, como eu estou dizendo, se você assistiu, até agora meu muito obrigado. Se inscreve no canal aí. Se você vai assistir isso em algum momento futuro aí, também se inscreva no canal. Dá essa força aí pra gente. Amanhã a gente volta. Provavelmente com Cyberpunk, muito tempo que eu não jogo Cyberpunk. Vai depender também do clima, né? Se tiver calor pra caralho, não vou inventar moda não, porque Cyberpunk drena a máquina. Cyberpunk, o processador, meu irmão. Mesmo ele sendo 12 núcleos, 24 threads, ele vai lá pra 75 a temperatura dele. Então, o bicho fica fervendo. E aí eu penso outra coisa, talvez Marvel, vs Capcom, talvez um Tekkenzinho, não sei. Vamos decidir amanhã. E quinta-feira, como sempre, é Batman, tá? Então, é isso. Meu muito obrigado a todos vocês. Um bom descanso. Valeu, falou.